I'm Claire, and these are my tips for establishing a good tripod headstand practice. So the first place to start is with your foundation. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice solid triangle set there before you start to move up. So the best way to set that is to measure out shoulder width for your arms. So if you grab either side of your elbows, that's going to measure out nicely what shoulder width should be. And we want to keep the elbow running in line with the shoulder to really keep that integrity in the body. Then we'll move the hands forward and clasp them together to create that triangle tripod, and making sure that the shoulders continue to run above the elbows, because that's going to set you up nicely. Then we bring the head down, and when you bring the head down, you just want to make sure that you're coming down onto the crown of your head. So you don't want to be coming too far forward into your forehead or too far back onto the back of your head. So a good measure for that is just to bring one hand onto your forehead, the other hand to the side of your head, kind of around your ear, and where your fingers meet in the middle, that's going to be where you want to sit yourself down. So again, we measure, come down, hands together, clasp, and bring that head down in between the tripod. Then we kick up, walk our hands in as far as you can, then bring one knee up, and be sure to not let your shoulders fall out at this stage. So really ground down, make sure they're staying in, and then if you can, bring the second knee up. Now if that's a bit hard, you can practice just bringing one knee in at a time and rolling that weight onto the head. So you can swap between knees and use that as a starting point for just building some strength, getting to feel what it feels like through your shoulders, because it is quite a different sensation. And you really want to feel it through those arms. Now, if you are able to come up into that pike, you bring it out again, walk it in, then maybe this is a good place to work to start off with. To just hold it in the pike and build strength here. And you might want to do just a couple of those, coming up and down and just holding for a few breaths, maybe 3 to 5 breaths, and then coming back down and resting into child's pose, just to let the blood come back. And then if you're comfortable in the pike, you can move to the next point. So you come back in, we walk it in, bring one knee up, then the other, and from here we very slowly bring the knees around to the back. And while you do this, you want to distribute your weight forward into your elbows while really pushing down through your clasped hands. This is going to help to even you out and stop you from rolling the whole way over. Then, when you get here, you can raise your legs up. And to come back out, we go the same way. And down. Now, if you're just in the pike and you can't quite bring your legs over to then go up, you can also play against a wall just to get that sensation of actually coming up the whole way. And the wall is your friend with all sorts of inversions. So you want to be a few inches out from the wall. You set up, walk it in, then kick up into the pike, hold that for a little bit, and then you can bring it up. Just kind of walk your feet up, if that's easy for you.
Then from here, once you kind of feel balanced, keep grounding down through your base. You can slowly hover the feet away from the wall and just kick yourself off a little bit. And you can feel what it feels like to just engage through that core and hold yourself up.